Recent discoveries bring the traditional perspective of the fall of the Mauryan Empire into question. Although the rise of the Mongol culture across the subcontinent was rather swift, a group of researchers casts a different light on the subject, coming from a very unexpected source: the Persians in the Yellow River Basin. The animosity between these two empires has long been established, from the well-documented wars fought for the supremacy of the southern coasts of the continent to the daring crossing of war elephants across the Himalayas. It is in this context that the northernmost province of the Mauryan Empire, which housed several different tribes from the nearby steppes and desert, became a central focus for the Mauryans. Under standard Mauryan practices, they were allowed to travel and mingle with the rest of the citizens, spreading across the whole empire. Scholars and translators have long been puzzled by the Persian use of terms that approximately can be translated to steppe lover to describe the Mauryan and their allies, or able to ride horse and elephant alike to denigrate their women, proving that the Persians had no love for the Mongols and related cultures. But with the archaeological discovery of the mythical summer palace of Ashur, a carving that mocks Ashoka, the last emperor of the Mauryans, was discovered by the team led by Professor Klossenheimer. In said carvings, with text as well as images, Ashoka the Great is described as such a fool. Some scholars argue a better translation would be senile, as to adopt Ashok Khan, who inherits the throne on Ashoka's death around 497 BCE. For centuries, the accepted version is that the first Khan convinced powerful figures of the Mauryan military to stage a coup against his predecessor, but the mocking clay, as some scholars refer to the Persian carving, paints a different picture, as an English servant murders him in revenge for the capture of Babylon. The text beneath the scene describes Ashoka paying for ordering the lives of English citizens to be spared. In a later scene, Ashok Khan is described as going against his foster father's wishes, ordering a campaign that would eliminate all free tribes of the English, something his son Ashok the Lesser would achieve, leaving only those living under Aztec protection. This was but one of many conflicts to surge under the Khanate banner. From Ebb and Flow: Rethinking Cultural Transformation in the Subcontinent by G. Ljosdottir and E. Kurzberg. Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome back to our Humankind Forging India miniseries. If the music didn't give it away, I'm sure the UI certainly did. We are just about to kick off a major battle in this border skirmish against the Achaemenid Persians. War hasn't kicked off between our two people just quite yet, but if it does, and it most certainly will in the very near future, this battle could very well determine how things play out in that war. 4 of our units against 6 of theirs. Our units are all the Samnaya, and theirs include quite a few immortals. And that is a major concern because, of course, immortals aren't just a fairly capable unit on their own, they are also anti-cavalry, which means they are perfectly poised to just obliterate our army over here. We need to be very careful. I am almost certainly going to lose some units here because, again, the Achaemenid Persians are basically purpose-built to destroy us. Not just our previous culture in the Mauryans, but also our current culture as the Mongols. Our Mongol horde is, of course, again, cavalry as well, and so susceptible to and weak against the Immortals' very specific abilities. We have to make sure that the Immortals do not gain the high ground. In fact, we have to make sure that maybe we gain the high ground and perhaps even take advantage of this tile over here, which is the outpost, so that should give us a bonus to our attack and defense strength as well, our combat strength, generically speaking. This is a very tense battle, I'll be honest with you. Our side is weaker, and this bar doesn't do it justice. It's a lot weaker than what this bar suggests. So I'm a little nervous about this battle, but I think if we get the high ground, I think if we manage to capture that flag, we might have it. Folks, as we dive into this battle, I just want to mention very quickly, if you've been enjoying this series, if you'd like to make sure it continues on the channel alongside more Humankind after this series is done, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. It does make a very big difference, and I've seen quite a few of you actually leave comments that are sort of along the lines of, I'm not sure what to say, but I'd like to see this series continue. Honestly, that does make a world of difference. Not just to me personally, because it is a great motivator. It's nice to know people are enjoying the show, but it also helps with just how YouTube works in general and all that kind of stuff. So don't hesitate, even if you feel like, you know, what you say or what you have to say might not be all that valuable. I assure you, I do value it. Reading all the sort of votes of confidence, let's call them, really keeps me going, and that holds true for every series you see on this channel and for every game you see on this channel as well. So I just wanted to mention that really quickly as we dive into this battle. Manually fought, of course. We have to win this one. We have to win this one, and I have to make sure my 2-3-star Samnaya here survive. Now, reinforcements are available just outside of the battlefield. We might need to drag them in. They're not too numerous, and they can't come in until next turn either, so it's not like we have immediate access to them. Now, this battle will be maybe a little bit more paced out as I try to maximize our numbers and stuff, because every little difference in combat strength can make such a big difference in this battle. So I just want to make sure we've got these guys. They should be able to come up over here to get the high ground. These guys should be able to come up over here to get the high ground, and I believe a +1 from being in the outpost itself, so that should be good. These guys, I'll want one of them to plug up the reinforcements over here. I don't think I can get all the way over there to plug that up. That's way too far away. I don't think I can close the gap up to there. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, you know what? Oh, hang on. We could try it. This is a very, very big risk. We could try it. The problem is if the enemy deploys along this line, then that plan goes out the window because, well, actually, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do believe our movement range is 6. I should be able to make that and avoid the adjacency movement penalty that normal units get, right? Oh man, okay. Well, you know what? It's worth it. Like I always say, what's life without risks? Let's take one right here, right now. We'll deploy like this. Hopefully we'll be able to plug up 2... Okay, you know what? I'm not worried about this battle anymore. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. Oh, I'm so glad I sat down and like just did the math on these hexes. That's amazing. All right, let's plug it up. Here we go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. No reinforcements from there. Over here, we're going to go ahead and, you know what, I'm still going to take advantage of this high ground and everything just because we can. And let's not get too cocky, right? Let's make sure we actually plug this one up as well, because if we don't, that would be quite unfortunate. Pull you up to here. In fact, I don't think we'll be able to eliminate these guys in just this one turn. Maybe? Let's find out. Fire away from up high. I don't think we'll be able to fire from back over there. I'm so glad I checked the distance there. That worked out wonderfully. One more tile over and we would have been done for. Guaranteed we would lose at least 2 units in this battle. I am so glad I checked. Oh my god. And knowing my luck, we would have lost both of our 3-star Samnaya, regardless of my efforts. You know, I'm almost tempted to let this unit spawn just so we could... just so we could take it out and help towards our next militarist star as well. You know, it's not a terrible idea. That one's blocked off. These guys are blocked off, so we don't have to worry about them. All right, you know what? Let's take a chance. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up to here. Yeah, we won't have line of sight. Yeah, but we'll maybe finish these guys off, and if we don't, then I think we'll still be fine, because these guys will have to contend with high ground, or they'll have to deal with the river crossing or something. I mean, again, this might have cost us... I don't know, if the swords and the immortals come through, it might cost us 1 unit, and maybe I shouldn't have done this, but hey, too late now. No use crying over spilt milk. Let's go. Let's go. Ah, goddamn. So close. So very close. You can't win them all, right? You can't win them all. These guys are coming up. Looks like we're okay here, though. We've got the high ground, superior weapons as well, and it does look like those immortals are dead before they could do anything. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and... Sure, fire from up on high. We'll take their flag as well, just insults to injury, I suppose. And we'll fire into their backs, and that'll be a victory over here. Wow, you know what? That worked out beautifully. Wow. I really like how battles play in this game. I really, really like how battles play in this game. Honestly, between that moment right there where circumnavigating enemy deployment and striking at their reinforcements. And the battles we had just outside of Mohenjo-Daro, I think it's a perfect showcase of how battles in this game are so fun and so different. Oh god, I feel so good. Okay, fantastic. You know what? We're ransacking up over here. That'll get us some money and some food, and it'll probably help grow these guys a little bit. We'll see if the Achaemenid Persians continue to try and establish, strongholds and outposts and stuff up over here, but it does look like any territory that's there to claim has been claimed, not just as a territory, but as an expansion of a city as well. Graphias over here is of course going to get freed up as soon as this ransacking is done, and after that we'll go ahead and establish a new outpost there of our own. I think I'll send our swords up to deal with that, and meanwhile our Samnaya here. See, I could very easily upgrade these guys. They'll have slightly higher combat strength, right? Oh, you know what? That veterancy does like add into yeah, the unit stat does include the veterancy, but this is interesting because veterancy gives +1 per star. So with 3 stars, you'd expect it to be 33, unless... Oh, I see. So this actually calculates damage and everything as well. Okay, fair enough. So 31 for the unit itself versus if I do upgrade them to the crossbows, it's also 31. They're slower is the problem. The range is the same. The benefit is when fighting against the Achaemenid Persians, we, of course, don't have to worry about the Immortals anti-large capability. Now, let me really quickly check, or anti-cav, sorry, my Total War Warhammer is showing through. But one thing I want to check is population count. You know what, they're both... No, actually, hang on a second. These guys are 1 pop. Some Naya are 2 pop, so I'd actually be wasting pops a little bit. And since I can't recruit some Naya anymore, I do think I'll hold on to the ones we have. All right, maybe a little silly, but I'll hold on to them nonetheless. Let's go ahead and heal these guys up, though. We can afford it. Let's heal these guys up as well, in case the Achaemenid Persians get a little adventurous. I want to make sure I'm ready for them. And we'll see what they get up to next turn. I'm so pleased with how that went down. I'm so pleased with how that went down. All right, good stuff. And the turn there, one of our copper mines should be completed over at Bustamnagar as well. Oh, that was a quick turnover of turns. But yeah, we just started exploiting this one, and that should help us greatly. I kept wanting it to be top of mind, and it kept slipping further and further back, but I finally remembered the last session. Now, what else to do? Of course, production is extremely important. 183, though. I mean, production over here is already looking pretty fantastic. I do wonder if I shouldn't focus on perhaps science or something else. +1 science per researcher, for example. +1 science per population. Oh, hang on a second. The library's definitely a better call. 2 turns. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's get that done. We have a bit of a surplus, I think, of production, so let's go ahead and get that done. And then we'll take a look at some other options over here. We can establish some more... what are they called? Districts now, because our stability is looking fantastic. We maybe want to establish some research quarters or something like that. Maybe make Bustamnagar home of a university. The other option I was thinking was Harappa. We could make a bit of a educational center, try and replicate the universities that are in the area, something like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where the game takes us, right? Over here, where might it be safest to go? I don't think we're going to find shallow water for quite some time out in this direction. And as far as upgrading these guys, if I do want to upgrade them, I have to bring them back to friendly territory. I saw that brought up in the comments of the previous episode. I think we can stay out in deep water for longer with the quadrireme. I don't know if it's for long enough, but yes, I do have to bring it back to friendly territory first, which is quite a ways away. We got to get all the way back up there, eh? All right, well, we might as well go for it, but if we're going to do it, we might as well explore on the way back. Let's check out the rest of these archipelago and make our way back, and then perhaps explore a bit more. I saw some requests also to get more exploration done, either deeper into Europe or West Asia or what have you, and definitely something we can do. I have no issues with doing that, that's for sure. And why don't we go ahead and send... How long is it going to take to get up over here? Oh, not that bad, actually. Sure. Why don't we send these elephants up over there and send these swords maybe up over here? And I want to recruit more troops as well. From Parsa up to this spot over here, I think the City Watch can maybe actually wait. And let's instead go ahead and get ourselves some crossbowmen, I'm thinking, because we have melee over here. Let's get some range into this army. I want to go ahead and get some crossbows. We could actually pay for it. I don't think we need to. Let's go ahead and get a pair of crossbows, though. And then we'll go back to making the city watch and all that. Again, we've established this spot over here for this very purpose, to reinforce against wars against the or in wars against the Achaemenid Persians. So we might as well use it, right? And there'll be some time before we have 4 pops available here for the Mongol horde. However, we do have these guys available down here. Let's see. Look at those distances. If we had Asur, I'm butchering that. Ashur, using the Hattusha lesson I was given in the comments, which again I appreciate greatly, so don't hesitate to keep those coming. I guess this would be Ashur, right? I guess I've been saying it wrong all my life. Learn something new every day. Let's go and bring these hordes up, though. If we had Ashur, we would have been able to just cut through. I like this game a lot. I try not to repeat myself too much. I try not to gush too much, but I do like this game a lot. I've been enjoying it thoroughly. Even little mechanics that are common across the genre and the subgenre. There are some things that this game does uniquely, which on top of the commonalities with other games in the genre just makes it stand out. And I do quite enjoy my time with it. And I'm glad you guys have been enjoying this series as well. It's always fun to see your responses, your thoughts, your opinions. It's always a good time. Oh, this actually works out great. Let's bring these war elephants up over here. And one thing that I'm not entirely sure about, so I guess we'll check over here, but I was almost certain, I'm throwing this question out there, I'm almost certain that the establishment of an outpost takes turns depending on the industry in the area, not based on the combat strength of the army that built it. The combat strength of the army comes into effect when ransacking, though, right? The higher the combat strength, the less time it takes to ransack a target. That's my understanding. When it comes to actually building an outpost, I thought it was just a matter of the industry available to the area adjacent to that tile. But I could be mistaken. I'm obviously more than open to clarifying voice on that topic, but I was pretty sure that's how it worked. Can we go ahead and creep up to here? I don't think we can make it all the way across. I'm going to... Sure, let's try. Worst case scenario, we loop back and come close to the shallow water instead. Up over here, these guys are still able to move. Let's go ahead and get you up to here. I don't think... Well, hang on a second. Okay, 3 turns before these guys are ready, so we're not going to block their recruitment or anything. They're not going to pop up outside or anything like that. I don't think the Achaemenid Persians are going to get too aggressive. They're upset at us, they're hate-filled, in fact, they have a lot of war support, but I think they know their place. With that said, though, they do have the pyramids, and I'm sure they have quite a bit more up over here. I mean, there's a lot to gain from going to war with the Achaemenid Persians. And it would be fitting, after all, we are a militarist people, and this land belongs to us. All of it belongs to us, and wiping out the Achaemenid Persians like we did the English in the subcontinent isn't an unreasonable approach. Okay, definitely some movement over here that I'm not so comfortable about. Over here, meanwhile, we've got about halfway to the next Mongol horde that we could acquire. I'm not sure if we'll actually be able to acquire them. I don't think there'll be anything else for us to ransack, actually. And is there even any value in taking this spot? Truth be told, I don't think there is. The cost of influence doesn't really matter to us, and in fact, I should take a look at Unclaimed Wonders and see if there's any that I should pick up. No, see, I've missed my my opportunity there. Because I arrived in the medieval era a little too late, I think I missed my opportunity. It would have been nice to get the Angkor Wat and at least have a nod to our past. You know, again, it is a temple to Vishnu. It is located in Southeast Asia. It's a very clear indication of the influence of the Indian culture and faith and all that spreading down across the greater India region. It would have been nice to pick that up, but you know what, actually? If the Achaemenid Persians have claimed it, have they built it? Because if they have, man, they are really envious of us having the Southeast Asia, aren't they? If they have built it, though, I would love to take it in that way. We might be able to have it after all. But okay, sure. I mean, if I'm going to establish an outpost, might as well establish it right over there, because on the ruins it shouldn't take any turns. Oh, we can establish it down over here as well for no turns. I wish I could see the numbers. The ransack UI is showing up over top. I'm kind of tempted to pop this down over here. What comes of it? I mean, we could make it into We could attach it to a city. We could leave it where it is. There must be a reason why the AI decided to chase up over here, right? I wish I could hide this ransack pop-up. It's annoying. You know what? Little time to waste. Let's go ahead and pop this down over here. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, hello. Lake Baikal. Nice. Didn't even know it was here. Didn't even know it was here. So there's the benefit of having this this territory, I suppose. Legend has it, the lake's waters came after a people's prayers were answered following a great fire-starting earthquake. Belongs to the Mongols, indeed it does. First discovered by the Achaemenid Persians, that matters not. Gives us +5 influence and extra stability and money on city or outpost. So I'm not sure if we'll establish a new city up over here. It might not be a terrible idea, or we might end up attaching it to one of the various Persian ones that we end up conquering up over here instead. But it doesn't look like there's anything else to actually establish up here, as far as like you know, an outpost is concerned. I kind of want to move down to just keeping an eye out for what's going on over here, right? Just keeping an eye out. And these guys, let's go ahead and bring you over, just in case these guys get a little clever, a little cheeky, and they try to move into my territory. Because again, Talitha here is not attached to a city, so they could march right through it if they wanted to, and I want to make sure that I obviously don't allow that. And push up here into the shallow water. Looking okay. Looking okay. These guys look like they're not going to be okay. We're fine over here. Good stuff. These guys, you can hang tight. Again, waiting a few more turns for the crossbows to show up. Bustum Nugger, let's go ahead and establish maybe, yeah, some science. Yeah, sure, up over here, +15. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Down the line, we're going to start hitting stability again, and we'll probably find... oh, you know what? We can always establish commons quarters for more stability now, so there's always that option. But up, meanwhile, let's go ahead and establish, what, more science or research quarters over here? You know what? Food might not be a bad idea. We're actually losing population. Yikes. I could rush recruit a unit or something just to just to prevent the population loss. Do we have the... we do. We have these guys down over here. Sure, you know what? Let's go ahead and get... I mean, it seems kind of silly, right? Because if we're going to lose population anyway. But I'd rather spend some money and get a unit out of it while losing population, I think. Let's go ahead and get some pikemen. Yeah, we're already getting some crossbows. Let's get some pikemen for 1,000 gold. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. Beautiful. That worked out. I'm pleased enough with that. We can go ahead and get animal barns, because we do have a fair bit of... Well, we have one... No, we've got 4 horse resources. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the animal barns there then. And let's get ourselves the artificial reservoirs as well. We've got plenty of rivers in the area. And then we might want to take a look at getting perhaps the... what? Stability's looking good over here. Let's get the library shortly afterwards. You know, let's actually do the library. We'll do the animal barns, then we'll do the library, and then we'll do the artificial reservoirs. And then maybe we do, yes, pursue research quarters across the board to catch up where we've fallen behind. Of course, we can't allow that to happen. We're supposed to be the fastest. We're on some of the best horses, after all. Pox on the wind. Wow. Of course that comes up as I talk about how, oh god, good we're supposed to be. Today, the Empire spans many cities and enjoys a period of peace. However, while citizens worry less about the horrors of war, other fears prey on their minds. The citizens are afraid. The city squares are rife with hearsay. Rumors across the land speak of a terrible malady laying entire communities to waste. The sufferers bloodied and bedridden. What will you do? Alright, so either we can heed. The movement of people, whether for trade or elsewise, needs to be restricted, so basically set up some quarantines. A lockdown on 6 cities for 10 turns, increasing stability but dropping industry. Okay, I think I'd be okay with that. Or we could ignore the people, exaggerate the horror. Any imposed cure might be worse than the disease. Chance of bad consequences. You don't say. You don't say. No, you know what? I think we will heed the warnings here. We will pay attention to the situation, and try and keep this in check. Yeah, let's keep this in check. I can take the hurts to my industry for 10 turns, I think. Good stuff, good stuff. Everything's looking all right. Yeah, this will still only take 1 turn. This will take 4 turns now. Actually, that did become significant. It's been suggested that I attach Parsa and Hariganga, make them into one city, like absorb one into the other. Maybe not a bad idea. Maybe not a bad idea. Because, with military architecture, which we want to get next anyway, we have that as an option, and it would help actually make one city that's actually worth something. You know, just looking at these numbers across the board. And what would we do? I think we would call it Hariganga. I think it would stay Hariganga, because that's, you know, ours versus Parsa, which was conquered, perhaps. And then down over here, I would like to get Hekatompilos? I'm saying that horribly wrong. And I can assimilate these folks. However, there's the concern, of course, about the city cap going too high and losing influence. We won't be in the negatives, but again, I want to try and get those athlete stars as well, right? I don't want to just fall behind like we've already been doing by not an insignificant amount. We're actually down to third again. Damn, okay, that's not ideal. It's okay, we'll be fine. Couple wars, some more tech. We'll catch up, we'll catch up. Over here, let's go ahead and get these horses and get this iron as well. Not all that expensive, I'm not too concerned. And here it is. Wow. See, I'm like only somewhat surprised. Why would they dive into this battle, though? Surely they have some reinforcements. Surely they have some reinforcements.
You intrigue me. Let's talk.
Yes, friend. Say what you wish. I will listen.
Non-aggression pact, honestly, like, we get along well enough with the trade. I don't think a non-aggression pact as the Mongols makes sense. I'm exaggerating, maybe even caricaturizing an aspect of history, but we've been doing that for forever, right? And so why not continue doing that? We've been doing it for the rest of the playthrough, so why not continue doing that? I will counter this, though, because of course, if you are willing to pay me tribute or offer me a gift, then I will spare your lives. But apart from that, I'm not quite interested in a non-aggression pact.
You desire something of me.
And they're not interested in paying their dues, so, you know, we all have our limitations. Oh, nice. I guess I picked up... Oh, the Great Barrier Reef, of course. Beautiful. I guess that gave us a little boost to our research. Got the colony model, crop rotation, and of course the peasants as well. Scientist star has been earned. Excellent, bringing us... Nope, keeping us at third place. But, yeah, what was that? Where is... Yeah, that gave us 30 science, eh? Alright, good stuff, good stuff. Let's go ahead and pick up military architecture next then. As tempting as heavy infantry is, we do have that 2 iron now. We'll go with military architecture. And again, that should set us up for, if and when we enter the next era, rather, gunpowder warfare right off the bat. I don't want to be caught out of position, caught with my pants down. If somehow magically in the next 6 turns I manage to enter the next era, I want to make sure I'm moving towards gunpowder as quickly as possible. But after military architecture, I think we could chase after, you know, either knights or heavy infantry. I think knights makes most sense because, again, as the Mongols, we are riders, right? We're attached to our horses. Sorry. So I feel like knights is a knights in chivalry, while not, you know, while the code of chivalry didn't exist among the Mongols, I feel like it's a translation of our current setup. You know what I mean? I hope I'm making sense. I think I am. But if I'm not, let me know down below and I will gladly clarify. But basically trying to blend historicity with gameplay mechanics and create a new history, right? That's kind of the MO of Humankind, one of my favorite aspects of this game. So I think that does it justice. What do we have here? What might we have here, rather, I guess is the question. And where might we establish? Of course, we're on the river in the next turn. We'll see where we might put down the next outpost. What's up over here? We know there's a strategic resource over here. Alright, fair enough. There's a city up over here. Is there really nothing in this region? I guess we'll find out. Down to here, a manual battle. I don't think it's necessary, but I do want to check to make sure. I mean, they've got to have something up their sleeves, right? Reinforcements or something? Nothing? That's a little strange to me. That is a little strange to me. Let's go ahead and do this instead. Sure. They go first. You know what? I probably should have deployed even further back if I could have. They're going to pull back in here. That's okay, though, because, again, we have... they're all ranged riders, the Mongol hordes, so we don't really have to worry about walls or anything. Though these are really nice walls, and I should consider getting some for myself. I should consider getting some for myself. Okay, let's go ahead and pull these guys over to here. Try and get those adjacency bonuses, right? Pull these guys over to here. You can see the +3 from friendly units. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Why don't I go ahead and get these guys back over here to again give that adjacency bonus. The +2 from friendly units. Yep. Fire away. And I wonder if we should fill this gap as well, actually. Go ahead and pull you guys over here. Give these guys +4 from friendly units, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, good stuff. Fire away. Beauty. And fire away. Nice and easy. Come on now. I mean, I guess that's it. What else might they do? Good stuff. Yeah, we've got this. We've got this. And that takes us another step closer to the militarist star, which might actually be the 3rd militarist star, if I'm not mistaken. Fire away over here. They're actually sacrificing a veteran horseman unit over here. What are they? Why would they have done this? I'm like, what is your greater plan here? They're already maxed out as far as the war support's concerned.
You have my ear. For a time.
It's tempting to push this demand. However, if I do, guarantee they'll push one back of their own. Now, we don't really have to worry about their demand because their war support's already maxed out, so it's not like it's giving them any extra benefits. They're already up there, right? Already up there. Whereas, I guess pushing demands, I won't be able to outnumber their demands, so there's no point there. I've got this grievance over here from them attacking us, and then the +8 from the victory as well. I guess we can hang tight over here, wait for them to enrage our people, and have them clamoring for war before we actually make it happen. You guys can hang tight down there. We're looking okay up over here. Yeah, looking good. I mean, look at this spread, though, right? Look at this spread. This war with the accumulated Persians will be intense, though. It'll be a very widespread war. Oh, look at that. What are you trying to do? That's 9 soldiers down here. 3 immortals, 2 horsemen, and guaranteed that's a stack of 4 immortals. Like, this is... Oh, dear. War against the Persians will be terrifying. They are not they're not an insignificant threat to us. And let me just check over here. They are in the medieval era as the accumulated Persians. Yes, they decided to, what's the word? Transcend. It might be time to actually pull back. Because this is barren land. I don't see anything of value over here. I don't see anything of value over here. Apart from just having the claim, basically. So we could leave this alone. It would explain why... Oh no, you know what? This strategic resource is actually in this territory, isn't it? Okay, well if I were to put... Okay, down over here or over there. I guess I could pop an outpost down over here. 859 influence is nothing to us. Do that on our way back. What I was saying was this war against the accumulated Persians would be widespread because there's like... You know, it's basically an entire arc over here. We have what? We've got... These pikes down over here, crossbows coming up. I wonder if I should send these guys maybe like up over here. Just to keep an eye on whatever the hell's happening here. I'm not very pleased by their presence. And these guys are making some funny moves as well. And if I try to pull these guys down, it'll take us some time. Take us 2 turns to get over here, right? Man, Ashur is located in a very like ideal spot, you could say, as far as blocking our movement is concerned. I'm tempted almost to pay for these guys. 2 turns it'll take. 638 gold is all... Actually, I was going to say it's not all that much, but it kind of is. We're not making that much money. Army upkeep is really costing us a lot.
The world is full of new opportunities.
Non-aggression pact. Well, again, I have a set of principles that I live by. They're not okay with that, obviously. So be it. Keep pulling back over here. What else we can find? What else we can learn? Yeah, we'll come up to here. We'll upgrade. I don't know. It feels almost wasteful, but at least it'll give us a chance to maybe go into deeper water for longer. So we should be okay. Hang tight over here. That's the turn done. What are you doing? That's what you're doing. Trying to force a retreat. Okay, this is interesting. So I could pull these guys back in to help reinforce, right? And that should help a little bit. What is this battle looking like? 2 of our swordsmen versus Holy. That's terrifying. This is big. This is big. We might need to retreat from this one. We might need to retreat from this one, because let's see, what can we do? We can add in a unit of pikes. We can add in 4 Mongol hordes. But I don't think that's enough to overcome this. Right? They'll... Those immortals, man. Those immortals are scary. I think we should pull back and come back once we have our war elephants and our other Mongol horde down here as well. And then push these guys back, and then declare our war, get a good early victory, take the city of Ashur, and then see where things go next. Yeah, we need these reinforcements sooner rather than later. Damn, that's really unfortunate. Okay, pull back, pull back, pull back. Way too risky. Way too risky. And again, they have some openings, and the reason why I don't want to attach these territories is because... I don't know, maybe I'm being foolish. Maybe I should. It's because these guys, when they get enough pops, we can get the Mongol hordes, right? And in 5 turns, we'll be able to establish another Mongol horde over here. That's a lot of units to take advantage of. But you can only do that at outposts. You can't do that at cities or outposts that have been attached. Understood. So I have to... I don't know. I don't know if I'm making the right call, I'll be honest with you. These guys down over here. Okay, let's actually check these guys out. So 3 immortals, 1 unit of swordsmen. Immortals 33, right? Pikes are 32. They're anti-cab, so there's that, but... Immortals are really strong. These guys are almost done. They'll be up over here. I almost wonder if I shouldn't actually get these guys recruited down over here so they can join this army instead. Go ahead and pull back to the high ground. Hang tight over there. And let's get these horses down as well, right? Pull you down. These guys will go ahead and establish an outpost over here. Yeah, sure. Are you serious? You can't... 15-13 versus 16-15. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and pop it down over here. Looks like it's been previously burnt down. Alright, fair enough. Down over here. Let's go ahead and pull you up to there so you have the high ground. Again, if they want to get aggressive, I want to make sure it's difficult for them, right? Like, I'll beat the retreat, sure, but I don't want them to just, like, waltz in and burn Talitha down, right? I want to make it difficult for them if they're going to try it. Oh, here it is. A Watery Grave, Part 2. Again, normally I always get a terrible result, but this looks like it went well. Our soldiers did the Empire proud, exploring the wreck like seasoned pearl divers. Without their involvement, the professionals would have come away with a lion's share of the booty. Plunder. Success. The ship carried great treasures once destined for the tomb of a long-dead ruler. Huh. What if that's our own money? Like, headed for the mausoleum that we built for our lost king, if you remember our history. Sure. Nonetheless, 400 gold. I will happily take it. Thank you very much. Good stuff. I've never had a positive end to that event chain, so that was a pleasant surprise. That was a pleasant surprise.
With 5 research quarters, you're going to run out of questions to answer.
I hope so, buddy. You guys are getting real aggressive. These guys are getting real aggressive, and at one point I'm not going to be able to retreat, and I'm going to be in trouble because they will eliminate a few of our units. I won't be able to respond. Let's go ahead and pull these guys down. These guys will take some time, won't they? 2 turns. Okay, that's not too bad, actually. That's not too bad. I really do wonder about upgrading the Sumnaya. These will take some time for us to get the hordes coming out. What about putting you down for... Sure. Faster growth is what we need, right? Faster growth is what we need. Down over here, can we actually get some more? No, not for a while yet. Damn, this is not ideal. What are we up against? Same armies, I imagine. So we've got the 2 horsemen, the 3 immortals. And then total of 6 immortals, 4 horsemen, and a unit of swordsmen. I think I have to pull back. See, I can send these guys up to where? Oh, it'll take them some time to get up there. It'll take them some time to get up there. I think I can get involved. No, this battlefield does not come far down enough, and I can't get into these walls, obviously. Going up there will take us 4 turns, so I'll have to come up this way, which will take us, yeah, 2 turns at least. Can I survive for a turn is the question. I don't think so. I don't think so. We'd have some of the high ground. We'll very quickly get pushed off of it. The Immortals with the high ground will be trouble, and since we're the defender, we need to protect our flag, and we most certainly can't do that over here, so we're going to have to retreat again, actually. Not a big fan, but I do like the idea of staying alive. This is not good, because we have to fight this fight. There's no retreating over here. We're going to lose these 2 swordsmen. Yeah, we're going to lose those 2 swordsmen. And this actually works out. I guess I'm glad the crossbows didn't pop up over there, because they'd be done for as well, right? Okay, you guys are getting real aggressive. You guys are getting real aggressive. We'll try and hold the line, of course. I'm not sure exactly how we'll manage, if we'll manage. Don't think we will. We can try and pull back, but again, they have riders and everything, so they'll chase us down without any issue, I don't think. But let's see if we can't cause some damage on the way out, right? They are potentially, well, they're almost certainly going to take this high ground, right? They'd be fools not to deploy up over there. I'm hoping that they maybe try and come up this way and at least struggle a little bit against us holding the high ground. Maybe. Go for it. Oh my god, look at that. 4 turns this battle might last. It won't last 4 turns. Oh, look at that. They can flank us as well from around there. Yeah, not a chance, not a chance. This battle's over before it even begins properly. These men have been fully surrounded. They will be absolutely slaughtered. They'll cause a little bit of damage, but not enough to even make a difference to the battles moving forward in this area. Yikes. Might have bitten off more than we could chew over here. Oh my god. Just seeing all these guys in action is scary. And here we go. That's it. That's 1 unit down. This unit's going to drop because of these guys, I assume. They're going to come in. Oh, these guys are going to come in instead. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. At least we killed one of them. I think we killed 2. 1 guy here and 1 guy there. Like, literally 2 individuals. No units. That was a tremendous defeat. That was an instant defeat.
Keep this conversation short.
Not a fan of the current situation. Not a fan. So we have 8 Mongol hordes over here and 4 Samnaya. I really wonder if I shouldn't upgrade those guys to crossbows. Get up to where? Up to here? Oh, it's not really all that good, is it? Pull you up to there. Get you up to here, sure. Try and get up to there. Let's go ahead and get you recruiting up there. What I'm thinking is we will see if we can't get these guys to like form up. We'll maybe force or like rush the recruitment when these guys get up there, and then we'll create another force stack while these guys are making their way down. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. I could even move some people over from making food over to industry. Makes a turns difference. Sure, you know what? That might be what we need. And just a quick check, actually, over here at Talitha, we are, damn it, 4 turns away. They're almost certainly going to try and ransack this, right? Yo, okay, this is, I'm loving it, I'm loving it. I love when the AI actually makes moves, and, exactly what they're doing right now. It makes me a little uncomfortable, but hey, I'd rather they do this than, you know, sit quietly. We also have this stack over here just pointlessly, who knows, maybe this is keeping the balance, you know, like the regional balance in check, right? Just because of this 1 unit of Samnaya, no one here has declared war just yet. But if there was a time to declare war on me, it would be now. It would most certainly be now. And you know what? To that effect, I feel like we should get some maybe crossbows and pikemen here. Because these guys, okay, they're fine. We're a partner for now. These guys don't like us, right? Remember, we pushed the Celts back. They became the Goths. They definitely seek revenge, right? They definitely seek revenge. What else do we have going on over here? Hariganga, let's go ahead and get you doing what? This is a the city is not working out. The city is not working out. Let's go ahead and chase after. I'm gonna go ahead and say flood irrigation. Actually, let's start with the animal barns. That's a lot of food, right? From the 5 horses, that's a lot of food. plus everything else as well. So let's do that first. All right, cool. And then up over here at Mohenjo-Daro, do we establish another, like, stack? I don't know if that's a good idea. Truth be told, I don't know if that's a good idea. But animal barns over here as well, perhaps. And we might want to pursue a library here right after that. All right, cool. And what is this? Existential chasms. The empire is enthralled with a rational investigation of nature. Many cities are awash with scientists and their studios. As well as the great boons brought by their learnings, their insights sometimes threaten the established truths of your faith. How should such divisions be interpreted? I'm not sure what makes the most sense in terms of, again, the historicity of it. The holy words need not be taken literally, only their spirit is intended. Would imply like a willingness to evolve, like for faith to, I guess, evolve over time to meet new understandings, which I think is a fitting pick for this part of the world in this time frame, if I'm not mistaken, whereas literalism is what is written is the pure truth, regardless of what science says. I don't think that's the case. But either way, I don't think I'll be making this decision right now. It'll cost us almost 2,000 influence. I keep saying I don't think I'll make this decision right now, and I keep pushing back on civics. I wish there was a cost to not enacting civics that wasn't just not getting these advantages, which, I mean, I guess that's a pretty big cost. I guess that's a pretty big cost, right? I just don't know, you know? +1 farmer slot, +1 trader slot. I mean, these aren't lacking benefits, you know? I just don't see them as important as stockpiling my influence. I'll send the turn over here. It's a strange neuroticism, I suppose. Okay, this is not bad. I don't mind this. This is good. They've split up like fools. That was a terrifying fighting force, but they've made a foolish mistake. I don't think they could see our units up over here, so they thought they were safe, but they are most certainly not safe. So I can pull down to here. These guys will act as reinforcements, maybe get involved from the high ground, maybe. And we've got the 2 sets of 4 Mongol hordes each. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and pull up to here. This gives us a fortification as well. These guys will come through over here. Oh, really? They can't come that close, eh? Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Come as close as you can. These guys will kick off the attack. And down over here, these guys are still making their way up. All right, cool. And in 2 turns, you know what? That's perfect timing, actually, for these crossbows to get done. And we'll recruit a second set with a rush order. We're not making enough money right now, though, so why don't we go ahead and make a slight adjustment. Where? Mohenjo-Daro, perhaps? Don't want to pull anybody off science. Let's go ahead and do that. Sure. I don't want to be in a deficit. I want to at least always be making money. And we really should be focused on making more money. I've gotten so used to having so much of it in like previous playthroughs that I haven't been paying it much mind lately. Now, this is a dangerous position to be in because they will have the high ground for their immortals. And again, Bastion kicks in. And it's a very terrifying thing to be up against. However, well, what if we come in from this side? It gives us some high ground. If we come in from over here, turn them around, we'd be the attackers, so we move first. Our reinforcements would be right behind them, able to take the high ground as well, I think. We'd have the high ground here, they'd have the low ground, they'd have some high ground they could retreat to, but I think our Samnaya would be able to hurt them from a safe distance and not worry about their bastion capabilities. Unfortunately, it looks like our other horde will not be involved if we come in from over here. But you know what? The war elephants will be, and I think that's what we need primarily. So let's come in from this side over here. A little bit of a flanking maneuver. Another reason why I love the battles in this game is because of this. Oh, of course. They'll retreat. But I think our war elephants should be able to engage them. Now, will we have reinforcements? No, we're just out of reach. Just out of reach. And against that many immortals, I don't like my chances. We'll see where they end up and maybe chase them next turn. Sure. Fine by me. Fine by me. How far are we from home? We should be able to do this, right? Yeah, we should be able to do that. Cool. Up over here, these guys. Hang tight. Or you know what, actually, let's pull them back. Just in case these guys get adventurous and decide to attack us. I want to make sure that we have at least some reinforcements nearby in that battle itself, right? I wouldn't be surprised if they try it. I also wouldn't be surprised if these armies down over here show up. Oh, no, okay, looks like they're taking to the water. Where are you going? What are you doing? These guys are coming up over here. Reinforcing their army, I think, trying to get ready to flank us. Over here at Gina. Damn, still not able to get these guys. But Talitha, 2 turns away. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. What do I want to do over here? I think I want to eliminate this army. I would like to have the high ground for myself, of course. Coming from the side there. I have to pull these guys a little bit closer. Alright, we should be able to do this. Should be able to get these guys over to, let's say here. These guys over to... You know what? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and try this. Gonna go ahead and engage them first, and then we'll bring in the other reinforcements if we need to. Because we should be fine with just these 2 stacks. We should be okay. And these guys will be free to roam as a result. Are you going to retreat? No. And we are stronger overall. We'll have the high ground back over here to fire from. These guys might be in a touch of trouble, but we'll have the high ground here as well. Now, they're unfortunately able to use our fortification over here. Again, it doesn't matter who built it. If you're standing in it, you get the benefits, obviously. So they'll be able to use that to their advantage. But I don't think that's the end of the world. I don't think we need these guys. In fact, I think pulling them in would only serve to weaken us because we'll be, we'll need to try and keep these guys alive as well. Again, worst case scenario, we'll see how the round goes and then bring them in at the end of it. But before we get into this, let's take a look at some of our idle armies over here. Pull you up to here, sure. We're not going to rush you, not with 1 turn left. Really tempting, actually, to dive in here and eliminate this unit as well. They'll just retreat, though, is the thing. Which, you know what? You know what? I don't think I mind. Yeah, let's do it. While they're isolated, while they're separated... Oh, cowards. Now, a little... unideal as they move closer to this battlefield, but looks like we're fine. And I could actually kill them with this horde instead. Let's see how this battle plays out first, though, before we dedicate these guys to that. What do we have here? Idle City, Babylon. Let's go ahead and build a research quarter. I think so. We have the library, I think, already built. Research quarter it shall be. Yep, up over there. Let's go for it. These units are waiting. Over to our battle. Let's begin. Again, I can't trust the AI to keep these units alive, you know? Get these guys on the high ground. Pull you back. Pull you back as well. These guys will have to get involved from up on high. I don't think... we have to be, like, adjacent, right? So that's obviously a problem. I'll be honest, I'm a little worried. 3 units of Immortals, I'm a little worried. Let's see what we can do. Establish them at the back, it looks like. Okay, fair enough. Trying to keep them safe, I suppose. Trying to keep them safe. Get the Mongol hordes out first. Take some significant losses. Potentially. These guys are trouble. Double veterancy as well. Fire from up there. We can pull these guys back. Hold that entire, basically, high ground over there across the board. The Mongol horde should be able to pass through as well. Alright, well, we've got the +1 from friendly unit. Take advantage of that. Back over here, we'll have the +2 from friendly unit as well. No high ground, though. No high ground. Advantage, I mean. Whereas here, we might as well try and eliminate this unit. Okay, so let's go ahead and soften these guys up with this triple veterancy, right? These guys will fire over here. No high ground advantage, but I think at least will cause some damage. We'll try and finish these guys off with the Mongol hordes. But it is the Immortals that I'm worried about. Truth be told, it's the Immortals that we're worried about. We can't pull back and fire, unfortunately. It takes us too far away. You over here? Yeah, you can fire away, sure. Go for it. And you, we could send forward to fire. Or we could stay back and fire. Just worried about these Immortals. Oh crap, I always forget that you gotta deploy the reinforcements first. Man, that's gonna cost me. That's going to cost me. I hate it. I hate it myself, I mean. I should have remembered. I always forget that that's an issue. We're holding our own. We might lose that Samnaya. We're almost definitely losing that Samnaya, I think. No? Okay. Hanging in there. Nah, there it goes. Damn it! I always do this. It just slips my mind because I always think, like, okay, we'll deal with the reinforcements afterwards. Not the end of the world, but it is upsetting. Because we can't recruit more. The last of the war elephants here. The last of the war elephants. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull out one of the Mongol hordes right off the bat. Coming over here, take that flag. Go ahead and get another one. Up over here. Try to get that adjacency, right? I wonder if I want to... Well, let's see. I can soften them up a little bit, or I could try and eliminate these guys. You know what? The double veterancy is a little scary, so let's go ahead and pop a shot over here. Take advantage of that high ground. Finish these guys off, I think. Can you do it? Maybe from the high ground? Let's try it. Roll up top. Yeah, good stuff. Fire over here. Because then the triple veterancy we can save for these guys down over here. Right? Cause a fair bit of hurt. Those horsemen will come through, unfortunately, but I think I would rather have the immortals be heavily damaged. And the horsemen will die of their own accord as they charge into a sort of suicide attempt, I suppose. Fire away over here. Could very easily have avoided the loss of that, of that one Samnaya, I think. Nah, I think I'm being too hard on myself. It's very possible that I would have lost it anyway. Pull these guys up over here. Not able to finish them off, eh? Well, let's try it. Let's see. Fire away. Beauty. That worked out. Beauty, beauty, beauty. All right, great. Go ahead and pull you up to here now to get the adjacency bonus, right? Meanwhile, you... What do I want to do with you? Wonder if I should pull this up over here to attack these guys. Or if I'd rather they be distracted by the Samnaya up there. Yeah, sure. Let's pull up to here. Go ahead and soften them up first. Yep, go for it. +3 on these guys. Go for it. Horses just pummeling their anti-lords, their anti-cav. Love it. Fire away, good stuff. And now we can pull back into safety, right? That's kind of like the whole point here is hit and run tactics. I do wonder if I want to, though. Right, like what I could do is sort of screen the Samnaya. Pull you up to here. Sure. And of course, hold on to their flag. Here they come. Down they go. Beautiful. That's a lot of damage, though. Holy crap. That is a ton of damage. And the horsemen? Come at me. Oh, they're actually going to eliminate the Mongol horde there. Of course they are. Well done, well played. Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. But victory's ours. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. There's our militarist star as well. I do believe that's the last one for the era, isn't it? No, okay, it's just the second one. That's good, because, again, I want to be able to easily access all this fame. Close to our next scientist star as well. The next merchant star is miles away, though. We're not going to be able to keep up with that. That's going to be very difficult. That's going to be very difficult unless I hard focus on mercantilism. We're up to second place now, though. Still 600 fame behind first place, so it's not all, you know, butterflies and rainbows and all that. We're still in maybe a bit of trouble. Are you seriously just camping out on my territory? Insult to injury, man. Come on, get out of here. Instant resolution? We should be fine. Yeah, we're fine. Don't have to fight every battle. But that's this turn done. We have caused a fair bit of damage. We took out 1, 2, 3 stacks of the accumulated Persians.
Come to me now.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, no, sorry, not 3 stacks. 2 stacks. One that retreated and then lost just now, and the other big stack. Very promising. We could declare war over here and turn everything around. Let's see, we've got 8. Really, man, I'm really upset about losing that one war elephant. That's unfortunate. But next turn, we'll have another unit of crossbows up over here, so that'll be good. We could get another unit of pikemen as well, and then we could push in against Ashur here. 3 units of immortals, 1 unit of swordsmen. I mean, you saw how much damage our triple veterancy Samnaya did, right? That's a lot of damage. If I upgrade them to crossbows, then, you know, that's there as well. I almost regret not building a Where is it? Oh, you know what? Do I not have the... Oh, there it is. The barracks. Nope, not the barracks. What building am I thinking about? There's one building you can build that gives you extra experience for your recruits. I might be mixing it up. So many things change between the open dev games and now. It still happens from time to time. Tempting, though. Tempting, isn't it? To go to war over here. What would we do? We would have these guys basically rush Asher and Nineveh. Avaris over here would be relatively safe until we're done our duties over here. I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, I don't think I can even tell too much of what's going on in terms of their holdings. I could send our ship up north along the coast just to see what's going on. Just to know, you know, what we're up against, I guess. Scout it out a little bit. But I don't think I'm too concerned about their expansions. I mean, they might have one more city somewhere up over here, I guess. Right? Like, let's try and get an idea of where Korea might be. Like, would it be, like, somewhere over here, I guess? Right? Maybe they've actually got... Oh, you know what? It does look like they might have Japan. I assume this is Japan. So that might be a bit of a pain to get to. But I think it's time to crush the accumulated Persians once and for all. Or at least get close to it. Maybe finally make them our vassals. We've let them live for long enough. They have repeatedly harassed us today. I think it's time we get our vengeance and live up to our destiny, right? After all this land belongs to us already. Just a matter of taking it from those who stole it from us. As far as we're concerned. Folks, I hope you enjoyed today's session. I certainly did. Some of these battles were really touch and go. That opening battle, though, oh my god, that could have been really bad. Can you imagine this entire session with that initial stack? Maybe not wiped out, but at half strength? We'd be in so much trouble. But instead, we've grown all the way up to the northernmost coast, I think. Yeah, looks like it. And we've managed to beat back the accumulated Persians over and over and over again. Very close to entering the next era as well, in fact. The Agrarian Stars won't take very long. We have one more Militarist Star right around the corner, and if push comes to shove, we can most certainly make a move towards the Expansionist Star as well by making a couple of very quick attachments. Those Scientist Stars isn't that far away either. So yeah, I've said it a couple times, we might make this era a short-lived one, so we don't spend too much time as the Mongols, because I do know it's a bit of a point of contention. So we'll spend a minimal amount of time as the Mongols and enter the next era sooner rather than later, bringing with us gunpowder and just overall subcontinental supremacy, I suppose. Folks, hope you had a good time. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know down below by leaving a like and a comment. As I was saying just earlier, it makes a massive difference in just letting me know that y'all are interested. Lets me know that I should keep going, that I should maybe consider doing more Humankind after this series is done. So whatever it might be, don't hesitate to let me know down below with a like and a comment. It does make a very, very, very big difference. As always, of course, on the topic of big differences, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.